What's going on, everybody? Vince Goodrum here. It is Sunday afternoon. The reason for the video is I have a message from my dear cousin, Vegan Gains. Now, first off, I'm going to tell you to shut the fuck up and listen because you have absolutely no explanation whatsoever for what you have done. And that is giving away an animal, okay? Now, you have preached for the past couple of years that your animals are your babies, they're like your children and stuff like that. And, I've already ignored the fact that you've already given away one dog, but this year, I believe, is your second dog that you've decided to give away. Obviously, they're not your children, because you don't give away children. And what was the reason why you got rid of the dog? Because it was having an anxiety issue. Do you know why it was having an anxiety issue? Because it's cooped up in that little tiny apartment with a bunch of other animals. And I told you years ago that you needed to move out into a home with an open field for all those little animals and those stank ass rabbits and stuff, and you failed to do so. So here we are again to where you're once again giving away your children, as you call it. There was no reason for you whatsoever to give away your dog, you know. And you shouldn't. If you're going to be in a position to be giving away your pets, then you shouldn't own any pets whatsoever. That's just ridiculous. It's just seriously ridiculous. I mean, I think this is worse than you giving away the first dog, which I believe was because your wife Jasmine fed it some meat, and stuff, and you didn't want to live with that type of embarrassment. If you're gonna own animals, okay, once you take possession of an animal, it's yours for life. That's the way it's supposed to be. And whatever problems that they do have, whether it's anxiety, whether it's medical issues, they're yours, okay? You can't go and pass them on to somebody else. You can't give away your children in real life. That's if your pets are your children, but obviously, cousin, your animals are just your animals. They're not your children, obviously. Do better. Do better. You ought to be fucking ashamed of yourself for giving away another dog. Another dog. You ought to be ashamed of yourself. I don't even want to hear any type of explanation whatsoever other than the fact that you'll hopefully do better. That's the only explanation I should actually hear. I'm sorry and I'll do better. I will move out for the sake of my pets to a location where they can thrive, which is what you should have done years ago when you started stockpiling these animals. You know? Folks, I'm going to tell everybody out here, if you own a pet, it is yours to keep, you know? That's if you want to treat your pets like your children. If you treat your pets like your children, then they are supposed to stay with you for life. Period. You're not supposed to give away your pets, okay? That's if you consider them as children. And my dear cousin has erred in his judgment once again. He has taken the easy way out of, his so-called children. He's given away his animals once again. So Richard, just shut the hell up about you talking about your animals as being your children, because they're not. They're just animals to you. They don't mean absolutely nothing to you. If they meant something to you, then you wouldn't have given away that dog. You wouldn't have given away the other previous dog. Like I said, do better. That's all I got to say for right now. Like and subscribe to the Vince Goodrum channel. Click the link below. Also visit vincegoodrum.com. And as always, peace and soul.